How to end your journey in CPAR. Really, it's been 4 months since we started this little journey. Although, it's been quite a while since we had a lot of performance tasks. Maybe a lot of drawing would have been so much promising. Yet really, time is so fast. Time is running out. Yes. I don't want to get any intro. Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all. And hello. Yes, it's me, Spencer. And yes, this part is actually ending. However, we must reflect first those simple and fun activities we had in the past 4 months of our lives. Thus, today I'm going to present the art exhibit. Yeah, bad intro right now.
Lumang kanta ang napapakinggan nating dalawa, mapahid sa mayaman. Tayo'y tatakas ngayon sa takot ng bukas. Papuntang kapaw sa munday hanggat gusto.
Yep, I slept very little. Sorry for my accent, but yeah, there you go. So, I can't start the exhibit without introducing my first ever artwork. Not the first though. It's a recreation of my first ever activity. Although, the original was lost and I can't seem to find it. So sad. This was the first ever activity that we did in CPAR. Although you can count introducing yourself as the very first performance. This one is the first introduction of the A4 border. However, this one was just rewritten. Yeah, the first activity that we did was finding our origins of our own name. Since my name has 4 main parts, John, Spencer, Malene, and Ophelia, Sir tasked us to find the meanings of every name that we had. And the goal was create a sentence. So that's the sentence, I guess. And this design was, I don't know, heavily inspired by no inspiration, of course. It's actually the starting point of what is about to happen in CPAR. The next one, let's go downward. Yep, something was really off. Let's change the camera angle, I suppose. Here is actually the first graphic organizer ever made. No, ever made in CPAR. It's all about Philippine arts across regions. And our task was to give five words or phrases that are related to Philippine arts across regions. And we should add an explanation. Just like so. Oh, and my grade was 85, so before I don't really care that much. So I redesigned it for just the sake of this, I don't know. And voila, yeah, that was really different. This design was heavily based by cells, although it is more like I don't know, bugs and a plant. Yeah, probably has a multiple interpretations. But anyways, I also changed the text of some particular words right here. See? Nope. Actually don't see anything. And I'm getting crazy. Speaking of getting crazy, yeah, the second one is a bit of change. This was supposed to be my assignment number 2. It features things from the past up to present. So I chose the topic, which is very available money. Yeah, and I looked in the currency. Yeah, there's a lot of difference from old to built. And although it's pretty low, I ended oh no, I forgot something. I didn't add any color. I draw it. It's much better though. So you can see there's a large difference in probably the art style. I don't mind as well. It's staring at very menacing. Yeah, I heavily edited it and added some information because while I'm doing that, I was a bit the grammar is off. So yeah, literally. The third one is actually, yep, it's Moonlight Cookie. Oh, who is Moonlight Cookie, may ask? Yep, it's from my favorite game. Actually, this was supposed to be a moon. However, I really wanted to draw this character so bad because I was engaged and got addicted from the game I really wanted to. Anyways, now though, I edited it, and since there's a lot of errors considering the space, texture, and value isn't much seen, so yeah, I edited here, and that's a large edit. Whoa. Yeah, honestly, this was a major change. This was actually the art from Kid Cliff and I forgot you, Catherine, from the game my brother used to always play. Limbus Company. Yep, you can search it up. Yeah, it's all about those two having a relation and Catherine being lost and deleted from existence. So this design was heavily based by that. Thank you, Justin, for helping me. Yeah, so I added a bit of color and lines. Yes, lines. In the shape part, I also added color, which is probably essential. And yeah, the value was depleted in color. As you can see, it's only black and white and gray because I only used pencil. Also, here in the part of space, yeah, it's only pure black and white. No shades are allowed. The only thing I'm missing on is form. I don't know how to make it 3D yet. I'll try. Probably I'll try. I promise. Honestly, I changed a lot of art styles here in my art exhibit. Most of them still retained the original quality and the original type. However, I added something new. Let me show you. So I've already talked about the first performance task, the second, the third. No, the third was here. Yeah, I also edited the fourth with actually edited those 4 styles of core values in the Philippines. Also, speaking of edited, I also make sure that the scribble art is actually related to the scribble because on my part or during this activity, it's not really related. I only drew a flower just cause to cover the scribble itself. Also, speaking of drawing, no, not drawing though. Yeah, I also edited the bye-bying as well. Not the bye-bying letters though. I edited my activity about writing my name. Yes, my name. So yeah, as you can see, I added a lot of design in both the sides of. I wish it has plus Graze, but nope, I don't really expect that. Yeah, this was heavily designed or heavily based from tribal designs and tattoos. So yes, it's more inclined now. However, in the second part, in the baybayin, also speaking about my characteristics, well, I didn't stick at that design. I probably played poker that much, and I know poker. No, just kidding. Yes, this was what I'm thinking all about. Because Family of Cards has 4 diamond, spade, club, and hearts. So the best thing I could do was relate it to cards, I suppose. And also, I changed some of the fonts, as you can see. Yeah, daw tahimik, mahiyain, mapagmahal, and matiyaga. Yes, also, I edited it, yeah, to make it more correct. Because actually, I had a mistake while doing this activity. Very, very huge mistake. Anyways, so let's go to the photographies first. Actually, I have only 2 photographies that I can show. I can show the installation art, the earth art, or the minimalism as much as I can. However, these 2 stand out the most. The first of all, here is that little bug that made me score. Tiny terrace, big spaces. This was focused on a little rice weevil. This rice weevil is actually once my research project, and this was supposed to be planned and is actually half approved. And I don't know. I don't want to go deeper with that. Yeah, as you can see, it focuses on the form and texture. If you can see the rice particles there, that rice weevil was standing on. Okay, whatever. Anyways, the second one is the bye-bye. Oh, he was sleeping. This was heavily based on, I don't know, what is currently always on my mind. I honestly wanted to revamp this and make it more realistic. Yet, it's already realistic as far as I know, or I can. Yeah, there's a lot of problems on this world. There's a lot. Anyways, yes, the grammar, I also checked the words of the baybayin as well, and the Filipino grammar, so there's nothing wrong. Anyways, next, please. This is the ethnic patterns and symbols of my chosen province. Anyways, guess the province, I dare you. Honestly, you can't guess it. It's one of my hometowns, Romblon, yeah. The other one was Mindoro though, and I really chosen Romblon over Mindoro, considering probably the flag is a bit more distinct, and Mindoro has 2 provinces, so I might get confused. Anyways, yes, every layer in up to bottom is based from the flag, almost based, with the exception of the middle and the last part. Probably the last part. The middle is the cloth, heavily based from the cloth of Romblon, which was, I don't know if I can remember the history of it. However, yeah, that one was the oldest, one of the oldest cloths in the Philippines. The next one is heavily based by coconuts because, honestly, I don't really know. It's an island nation and it should have been a lot of coconuts. Also note that the explanation is a bit short because I was rushing. Next one, okay. Oh no. Yes, really, my favorite song. This activity involves making art using your chosen music. Also, you may notice my favorite music is here, Burnout, because I'm currently feeling burnt out by a lot of things, especially this little thing. Anyways, as you can see, the heart and the heart is literally split into 2, one being okay, one being burnt out inside. And with the lyrics, okay tagal, din kitang minahal, it perfectly symbolizes my love in CPAR. It's just a past thing. I would rather have these activities than singing or dancing. Anyways, next one is, yes, this is heavily based from the poem Healy wrote. For guys who didn't know, This was a reshuffle of poems. We wrote each other's ideas and prompts, and we are supposed to draw the main branch or the main art for the poem. And I don't know what I'm saying about. Yeah, this was titled Hangin sa Bintana. Although it seems to be Anyways, the next one is the last activity, the last artwork I've done. Not the last though. In ever. It's the third one to the last. And this involves vellum paper and 5 images that I've chosen. No, not I've. Actually I've chosen. Since those images are easy to make into one single drawing. This tree and mountains, this tree, only this part is from Heron. This little tree was heavily based from Ronnie. This flower was Jamila's flower, and this little cat is Joran's little cat. I don't know what is his name or her. No judge. Okay. This is my chosen image during the surrealism part, and it's a moon actually. It's not a sun, it's a moon. Please help me. Lastly, yes, this was one of the major cardboard arts I've done. It's the first one though, ever. It's a burning crown, and probably it's the hardest one considering I can only choose 3 colors. So I chosen red, yellow, and green. Black is considered no color, considering it's the absence of light. Okay, got it? Got it? Anyways, this wasn't supposed to be a fire on the ground, considering I just ripped the cardboard apart. And it's a shame that I could have done something even better than this. Anyways, this one is the canvas, the mini canvas that we actually collaged and make a larger canvas that we have an image. Wait a minute. I don't know where's the actual image of that, but here you go. Yeah, I missed them already. This was put in a styrofoam and currently is stuck inside of our room. Lucky you. Anyways, we're on to the final, probably the final art I actually will make in CPAR. Not in the whole high school thing though, just in CPAR. CPAR actually helps me in making my art or my art styles improve actually. Although I was only focused in the presentation stuff wise or that media art, in traditional art I literally sucked. Yeah, definitely sucked. Considering the past output I have produced. So yeah, it really sucks that CPAR is already ending this early. We could have gotten a real art exhibition right last Friday. This art I've drawn is probably one of the very special arts I've ever made. No, yeah, the first ever art I have made in a 40 by 45 canvas. But probably as a whole CPAR thing. Yeah, this art is about a jar full of memories. Although we can say that this also symbolizes a Filipino jar. This jar holds a lot of memories from CPAR. Yes, there's a lot of memories, even though it feels pretty bad. A lot of activities, a lot of work, and a lot of stress, especially those times in the application, college application, or college exams. I'm really stressed out during those times in creating an art. Ah, it's not my real priority though. However, CPAR actually helped me grow as a person. It made me explore new things, especially art. CPAR actually helped me improve my styles in art as well. Honestly, from the first part of CPAR, I always asked my brother to do just a sketch or so. However, as time really passed by, I I now see that um I now see that it's just going to be you by your own self, and you're going to survive by your own. My little brother won't be here um for long, because considering I'm going to college and he's going to be busy in senior high school. So, yeah, CPAR actually made me a very independent person. And it really touched me. It really struck me that it isn't hard to learn art, as art isn't hard at all. You just need to have an effort in producing such work. That for me is the true value of art. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I suppose. And I made it so long, so bear with me, and yeah, good luck and goodbye, CPAR. See you in next life.